New York City. Oh my God. Baby, when I tell you that the Queen's Supreme Court is bringing the seat to your city. And honey, we're not just giving you one day. Girl, we giving you a whole weekend, baby. Me, Funky Dr. Ross, and the real Miss Sophia, baby. Child, we coming there for a 2-day extravaganza. Girl, get on Eventbrite right now. www.eventbrite.com and get your motherfucking tickets, bitch, for Easter weekend, bitch, with the Queen's Supreme Court. That's April 21st and April 22nd. Sunday, come have brunch with me and King David. And Monday, come on out and judge these cases as a live show, bitch. Listen, don't meet me there, bitch. Beat me there. Never.
What's up, everybody? Is it on? Is it on? Is this bitch recording? What's up, YouTube land, Twitter land, Instagram land, Snapchat, Grindr, Scruff, BGC, Jack, Facebook, Periscope, and last but not least, every single one. Every single one.
How many?
Every single one of my bitches. Chorus, Chun, Mingle, and the lands all across the land. This is your girl, T.S. Madison. Child, there's a lot going on, and I'm coming to you loud, live, and always and forever in color from the marvelous chateau. The marvelous chateau.
Where?
The marvelous chateau.
And tell me what number comes before 2.
1. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight has been an exceptionally fun show. I'm here with my Libra sister, girl, Miss Jasmine Masters.
I'm gonna say, bitch.
Jasmine, how did you enjoy doing the show tonight? How was it?
I had a lot of fun.
You did?
I've been waiting forever to do it.
Yes, and you came through. We had a good time. Listen, this Miss Mary Beth that talk. She cooked. Let me tell y'all something. Tonight, Miss Mary throw down like a motherfucker tonight, baby. You hear me? I don't even mean to cut. Yeah.
This is my first time, and I'll be back every Monday.
Baby, when I tell you Miss Mary throw down on the cup out of here, baby, we had cabbage, meatballs, rice,
all that,
tuna salad. She was in here making vegan meals.
Right.
Craig enjoyed a meal. Vincent enjoyed a meal. Even the ones that ain't vegan was eating the vegan stuff too.
That part, I had to try it.
We got Allegra in here. We got Allegra down here, who's handling this stuff for the Dominican Republic trip, honey. She came over here, girl, got her whole nasty plate. She done ate about 3 or 4 times. Miss Mary made a cucumber salad, cucumber something salad. Tomato, onion, man.
Everything that was in the cabinet, she whipped up.
Yeah, she did. It was so good. And I know
them damn meatballs.
Listen, even though Jasmine Masters... Even though Jasmine Masters' family is from the South, she live out there in that San Diego. And the last time we was together, she took me to this old juke joint, bitch. Where they sold.
I didn't take you there, bitch. Tony took you there.
Girl, she took me to this juke joint down there where they serve Kool-Aid, girl. Gave me 2 stale pieces of fried chicken, girl, and Crystal's hot sauce actually wasn't good. I ain't have no other choice, bitch. But every time I get out there in Los Angeles, girl, they always give me some kind of Mexican bowl. I want some soul food.
I didn't take you there. Tony took us to that nasty ass place. I would have taken you to the deep hood in Compton, bitch, where they got a little seasoning.
A little seasoning. Bitch, over there where they were shooting that when you was doing that video.
That part.
So, Jasmine.
Yes, ma'am.
What has it been like for you being affiliated and a part of RuPaul's Drag Race? Like, what was it? What did you take from being a part of RuPaul's Drag Race? And let me tell you something. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. No.
But
boot. Mm-hmm. You wasn't fucking with World of Wonder, baby, until you did the driving show with me.
You were the one who brought me out.
Who brought you back
to do everything.
And they end up giving you your own show on Wow, and they've
been begging me for it,
and brought you to Allstars.
Yeah,
because you wasn't fooling with them.
I didn't have time to be bothered.
I told them, I said, listen, I love Jasmine. I want Jasmine on my show. Bring Jasmine over here, and we did that driving show, and then after that, everything just blossomed.
Yep.
And I wanted to tell you that I'm so proud of you for putting your differences and stuff to the side, because you had a little bits of differences with that situation.
I owe it to you.
Yeah.
I honestly do, because when we first met, it was just that Libra connection.
Yes.
And we were talking about making the bag, getting our money, whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, this bitch is making sense.
Yeah.
So when I said, well, sister, for you, I would do the show.
Yeah, because you was at
And that would be the first step of me getting back in. And once I went on the show with you,
they just was like,
they was like, oh, dude, can we finally do a show with you? They've been begging me forever to do like some type of show with me, but I always said no. But after I rode in the car with you and ate what, Chipotle?
We ate Chick-fil-A.
And that was the door opener.
Okay, I want to get a little deep.
Come on. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. I want to get... because we one-on-one with Jasmine Masters. This was talking one-on-one with Jasmine Masters.
Okay.
I want to get a little deep, Jasmine, and I want to ask you this because, we really don't talk about this stuff when we talk about this thing. RuPaul's Drag Race has given jobs to many girls.
Yes, ma'am.
However, why do you think that RuPaul gets under so much scrutiny with black girls? Heavy, because RuPaul be under heavy attack when it comes down to us black girls and sisters. Now, I love RuPaul.
Yeah.
And Ru loves me like a...
I know.
Because I've heard many conversations where girls say, RuPaul speaks to you, girl, and don't even speak to us. You get what I'm saying? And we're her drag girls. And...
I never experienced that before, but...
I know, but a lot of other girls have experience. But my thing was, the only conclusion I came to with that was, a lot of those girls look to Ru to give them something. And he communicates with me because Ru sees that I'm T.S. Master, and girl, she don't...
You don't need Ru for shit.
Right.
Exactly.
So a lot of the girls have taken a lot of things personally from Ru. And I love Ru, and I defend Ru a lot. But I also... We Libra, so we see things from both sides of the spectrum.
We do.
Why? I want you to know hot water when I ask you this question. Why did you separate yourself from the company?
Well, for me personally, it was just for me to get on the show for a pay raise. I've been doing drag for almost 27, 28
Girl,
years.
how can you be doing drag for that long and you're only 27?
I know I look at Felicia. But no, I'm about to be 43 in October. And everybody around me was getting on the show. And I've been working for $50, $75, like everybody else. But I seen once all of my coworkers was getting on this show and they making buku, and it was something for drag queens, what I am or what I do, I got on there for that. I wasn't really trying to be hooked up with the brand and trying to be... I'm not a clickers type of person,
Do you feel, and I don't want to go too deep like I said earlier.
You go deep how you want to.
Oh, well.
You ain't got to hide.
She's been trying to get her big toe in your sandal.
Well, do you feel that there is some type of racial tension when it comes down to...
It is. It's a lot, but one thing people really need to know, RuPaul is like the name and the face of the show. RuPaul's not writing out who she wants on the show. She's not doing all of that. They have writers for that. They have people who tell her what to say behind the screen. So people look at RuPaul like she has all this power. Yeah, she do have some, and she probably could do a little more, but she's just like the next bitch. I'm trying to make my money. And her contract tells her what she's going to do. You're going to walk your ass through them doors. Hello, hello, hello. Give them this. You're going to be gone. You sit up there at the thing and you watch the girls. You say what you got to say because we're going to tell you. And that's that. Now, I do think a lot of black girls think because RuPaul is black that she should probably push more for the black girls. But she only could push as hard as she wants before they put her out of there.
Do you think that... now let's be honest. Do you think that Ru can do more?
Yeah, but see, that's the point. I don't know how far, I don't know how much she really can do. But I know she don't do everything. Like she don't have half of the power to do the things that she want to do and say what she want to say. You know, because like there's certain times, certain things happens that she may say something about, or she may have an opinion about. But most of the times, she's just there. You know, she's there to do her job. Her job is to be the face of a competition.
Do you think that the show is a gift and a curse to the girls?
It's very much of a gift and a curse. It's a gift because girls who've been doing drag for a while, like myself and a few other girls, we finally get something to show what we do because it's our job, it's our art. Then there's some girls who've been doing it forever who don't get that same clout. who can't say, "Oh, I'm getting flown around the world and getting paid to do it."
Now I have to say this. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
Okay.
I've heard of many girl that has. Because we're both older girls, so we come from the pageant scene. We come from the ball. Well, I don't know anything too much.
I just watch. I'm not gonna support them.
Yeah, but we come from that era. A lot of girls have been out before these new drag queens that come along, and they get RuPaul's name attached to them, and then they become disliked. They become disliked and hated in the community because I hear a lot of girls say, "Oh, bitch, I'm not one of those RuPaul Drag Race girls," and this and the other, and woody woo. And do you think that it has been a bit divisive?
Yeah. Oh yes. It has been.
Have you experienced any? What's the word I want to use?
Yes, I have.
Walking into a building.
Oh yeah.
Not backlash, but it's like walking into a building and there are other drag performers and stuff like that who feel like, girl, you ain't shit, you know, just because you've been on that show, and they don't want to respect you. And
but you know where that comes from too? That's because when girls who have been on the show, when they get somewhere, they think they're better than others. And I never think I'm better. I'm not better than nobody. Nobody's better than me. I'm not better than nobody. We all who we are. And when I go there, I don't ask for a separate dressing room. I don't.
So these are things that transpires with you say that goes on with the RuPaul's Drag Race.
A lot of girls get separate dressing rooms. A lot of girls don't want to do this. A lot of girls don't want to do that. You know, they don't want to be mixed in with the other girls, which I don't get. But you know, there's some girls who did different things to where they make all girls think all RuPaul girls are, you know, stuck up bitches or whatever.
So have you had altercations with any of your Drag Race sisters? Outside, that's not camera scripted. This is like kind of outside in the.
Oh yeah,
Memphis, Tennessee. That's right, honey. We calling on you. The Queen's Supreme Court is on its way. Child, April 28th and April 29th, the Dream Girls are invading your city. Girl, I suggest that you get up right now and get on www.eventbrite.com, honey, and get your tickets. That's www.eventbrite.com and get your tickets now. Because April 28th and the 29th, we are bringing the seat to your city. That's right, honey. On that Sunday, we are having brunch with me and my baby King David and a special book reading by Craig the Writer Stewart. Yeah, please. And girl, Monday night, we are reading the film. So get your tickets. The show is at the Marriott East.
Shangela doing the Christmas show.
Really?
Yeah. Because I was in this Christmas show with her, and I left because she was taking forever. Every scene we had to do, she was 35, 45 minutes late. And this is 2 days of filming. And we had like maybe 6 or 7 different scenes we had to do. And every one, she was late. And by the second time,
That's my friend.
She my sister too. But bitch, she was late. And one thing I don't play with is with my time. Don't waste my time. And mind you, Ru had just said, why we sitting here waiting? Let's film this. I got shit to do.
RuPaul said that.
Yes, she did. So we filmed the part she needed to be in there for. But why are we still waiting? Oh, because we need Shangela got to do this. Shangela got to do this. Well, bitch, I'm about to be up out of here. And that's what happened. I almost whooped on her because when I went to go tell her to come back inside so we could do 2 minutes of filming.
I have a question before you finish. Can you fight?
Yes.
I have 9 brothers. I have 9 brothers. And I have a whole bunch of boy cousins. And I have 2 cousins who are very martial art trained
Well, girl, do you
fighters.
have Bloods or Crips in your family?
I have Bloods, I have Crips, and I have in-betweens. And I had to fight a little bit everybody when I was younger.
So you TTG, that means trained to go.
I'm tick-tick-boom.
Oh, TTB. Tick, boom.
Right.
But you know, I almost had to get her real quick because she had snapped at me. And it hurt my feelings because once I know you...
Can you tell us what she said? We're nosy.
Okay, I said, you know, hey sis. Hey sis. Can y'all break this up for 5 minutes? Let's go shoot this. We waiting on you girls. Lunchtime. She pop off. Oh girl, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, bitch. So, I was cool at first. Since I ain't come at you like that, let's bring it down. But she kept, building it up. So I said, okay, let me go over here and choke her real quick. Oh. So when I went over there, I had to count to 5 because I was really finna grab her, and that's my little sister, and I love her. I've been riding hard for her forever, and I think that would hurt me more because me and Shangela never had a problem. When people try to make us have a problem, we never had a problem with each other, and she just snapped at me real bad. It hurt my feelings.
Now,
and my feelings get hurt.
Well, we leave her, so
we got a box.
Yeah,
I'm ready now.
Here's the thing that I want to ask, and I've always wanted to ask this, not just to you, but to any of the girls that have been contestants, participated. Have you had issues with the white girls?
What do you mean issue,
girl?
No, because it could be a lot of issues.
Well, have you had any of those lot?
I did have to cuss out Eureka. I cussed her out during the Christmas show too.
Girl, what was going on this Christmas show? Christmas, this must have been a time of
because girl, it wasn't Christmas time. That's why we wasn't jolly during that time.
Well, when was the show taped?
In the summer. When it's hot.
So they weren't feeling Christmassy.
It was the Christmas season.
So they brought all the Christmas trees and all that bullshit. The world of wonder did that.
Yeah, all that shit was just in the summertime. We out there baking. She wanted to do high kicks and things through rehearsal, and Latrice was doing the splits. So Latrice only did the splits once during rehearsal, but every rehearsal she volunteered to do high kicks because Latrice was the big girl on this side and she was the big girl on that side, and she wanted to do kicks since Latrice was doing the splits. But every rehearsal, girl, you want to do kicks, and then gonna say, "Oh, I'm tired. Let's take a break." No, ma'am, you tired? Go sit down. We got 2 more rehearsals. You tired, bitch? You can watch and learn these little steps.
So, do you understand what I mean by when I say having problems with
That's why I said, what did you mean, though? Because you got to get to the point of what you mean. Had they been racist towards us?
Yes.
Yes.
The contestants?
Yeah, some of them are.
Yes, that's what I wanted to know.
But have I been through that? No, I haven't been through the racist part.
Have you witnessed any of that stuff? Have you witnessed
No, I haven't.
You've only heard talk.
I heard talks about it, yeah. I heard talks about it, and it's, it be on social media. On like the Twitter a lot.
Now, I didn't want to touch this.
Touch it.
I am going to. I love Tyra.
I do too.
What's wrong?
You know what? This is what's wrong with Tyra. And I'm going to say this.
I love Tyra. Now, I'm not saying there's something wrong with her like this. She's
No. Yeah.
But no. I think maybe, and let me say this so before you answer. I think maybe she's a victim of those questions that I've asked you about. Have you experienced any racist stuff?
Yes.
Have you experienced any backlash from being a RuPaul's Drag Race, contestant, and then you walking into the room with other girls? Like, so, for me, I'm the outsider watching.
Right.
And I'm auntie to all, even though you're older than me, but only a couple.
No,
of
she not.
I'm still in this. I'm still auntie, and
right?
Because RuPaul is she. I look at her as mother,
right?
And I'm, and so I'm not a contestant. I'm not a judge. I'm not this, but RuPaul accepts me as that. Like when Ru sees me, Ru reaches out. Ru, I don't work with Ru. All outside of things. So when I see stuff go on in the drag race world, I have lots of questions because I hear all the girls. I'm neutral with the girl, like neutral with all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I've heard the girls reading.
Yeah. Oh, they cuss up.
I heard the girls reading.
Like me, I was on the show, but I'm not bothered with all that.
But you've been one of the vocal contestants, and you've been viral before. You got on the show. You've been viral after the show. Like I see memes of you like every other day. I see just like I see memes of myself about every other day. So your contribution to social media and stuff like that is huge. So my thing is when I look at Tyra was the second black girl to win the show.
Yes.
She was the second black girl to win the show. Now, they talk lots about them not giving that crown to black girls. What happened with Tyra? Like, Tyra was she was the second queen, right?
Yeah.
And I just feel like I want to know what's going on, who did it to her.
This is what I gathered. She been getting hate.
Are y'all aware of what this is what I'm talking about? Okay.
She been getting hate, like we all get hate for being on the show. When the show first aired, when they first tell everybody who's on the show, she has been getting it since then. And after a while, when you just being yourself, you say something, but somebody constantly nagging at you, then you get pissed. Because you have to think from season 2 all the way to season 7, this girl was still getting bullied and talked about on social media. No matter what she did, it came for her, they came for her kid. I mean, it just constantly was on her like this all these years. So after a while, when the person get fed up, you're going to get fed up.
But you have to understand, but she's young, so I'll give it, I'll nod in the corner about her being young.
Right.
But you got to accept that when you get into a public space like that, like, girl, they dog me out every other day, if not every day. So you got to start toughening up your skin. And then when you get on a platform, television, you know, which is almost equivalent to online, but I think online is now neck and neck with television.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
and about to really supersede television. But when you get in that place and you get this thing, you know, where you got $100,000. It was $20,000 then.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was $20,000 when she won it then. But you get in this place and there's people out here competing for this stuff or whatever, and you're the second. I think that there are times that maybe her gay mama, because I've talked with her a lot, and
that somebody should have just been there to talk to her.
And I be like, Tyra, you know the girl's gonna do this, and the girl's gonna say this or whatever, and blah 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 or whatever. Yes, I do understand and know that there's a lot of racist things that go on in there, because I look at some of that stuff, because even my own mama was looking at, y'all, it's got to be said, I'm going to say it. I do feel that as black girls, because I've had 2 shows on Wow.
Basement motion detected.
I got to stop this white hoe from talking.
Baby, you blink your eyelash, she gonna tell you, honey.
Yeah. I do feel as African American girls that they do lean a little bit less. They know our power. They know what we bring to the system, but they don't. I don't think that they get 2,000% behind. And I do think that, and I don't want to dance, and I don't, you know, but I do think that with Ru is already established, and Ru is black, but Ru is TV. Ru is TV.
Commercial.
That's the word.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking.
That's the word.
Commercial.
RuPaul is commercial. So it's different when it's the black girl trying to, you know, establish herself and grow into being a commercial success or whatever. I don't think they put lots of behind it, because I think they feel like, okay, we got our black girl.
They don't.
Am I right? Is it?
And a lot of times people say they got their black girls who are, you know,
Token black girl.
I didn't want to use that word.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it is. A talking black girl or a black girl they don't feel threatened by.
Yeah.
Is what a lot of people. People ask me this question all the time about the girls who, you know, like they put out some points like, if you look at the girls who they really favor, there's some type of,
because
like Latrice have a white husband. Shangela deals with a lot of, you know, white guys. Are like her friends are mainly
RuPaul
white.
is married to
and
a white
RuPaul
guy.
is married. So a lot of people have said a lot of, you know, the ones who feel like they're the token, the next RuPaul, that's who they will give more power to besides the black girl.
But the next RuPaul is me. There ain't no. It's not going to be a drag queen. Because I'm gonna tell you why it's not gonna be a drag queen.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you why the next RuPaul is me. It's because I'm not the next RuPaul. I am T.S. Madison.
Right.
I'm in my own lane, my own thing, and I found my own way. And I feel like that's the same thing that happened with Ru. And then I feel like with a lot of those, with a lot of the drag girls, they ain't found their own way.
Right.
They don't know their own way.
And that's probably why he doesn't speak to them.
Right.
Yeah.
I've heard things, and I love Mother. Boobs. I've heard that baby, you'll run into her in the grocery store, and she,
and see, and that is so. I heard it. I heard people have said that many a time, and I caught out, and I'm like, well, bitch, what's going on with me? Because she ain't never done that to me.
Like when I get to LA, Mother makes it her business for her
every time.
Every time she makes it
every time.
We commute like, baby, she jumped in that car. I mean, like but I will say this for those people that are listening. They've used many of my catchphrases. They've used many of my slogans. Used many of my.
Oh, they used all of our stuff. They used everybody's stuff.
Yes, but hold on, mommy. I got to say this so that they can get around the world. They have not called me to be a judge, and I've been trying to figure out like what's the issue. And Ru told me 2 years ago, Ru's like, girl, I said, girl, you're not finna keep having this show, girl, and not having me no judge on this show, girl. And girl, I'm a part of popular culture, girl. You're not gonna keep having me this. And from my understanding, I don't know by the time this podcast comes out, I do know that that someone has done me for the Snatch Game this season.
Oh.
And they actually won doing me on the Snatch Game, from my understanding.
Yeah. Yeah. But she don't be the one say, oh, we're going to have this judge on there.
Right.
See, that's not her doing.
So, and my thing is, I have a relationship with Viacom and a relationship with VH1 and then these things. And see, this is why when I come from learning lessons like that, Master, you got to have your own, pave your own lane.
Exactly.
Because when you sit there and you wait for them, they already got their girl who they gonna let through.
Hello.
It's clear.
I mean, these meatballs.
You know, they got that girl who they gonna let through. It's like, Master, you got to you got to break through and do whatever it is with yours. And like, there are lots of people that say, Maddie, you and RuPaul got a great relationship with each other. You and Lee got a good relationship with each other. You know, say y'all, you have a relationship with these people. But then it's just like, and I say, listen, it's not their responsibility to put me on to nothing.
It ain't.
Do I think at times that they should pick up their telephone and be like, girl,
let's cameo you and do the
need. But they still got to make that move to secure their chance.
Yeah, but you know what? Let me tell you something. And I know a lot of people. Like, I know Shirley, Ralph. I've been in her house. She done been to mine. I know all them girls around there. My god brother is really close with all of them. And I feel like, damn, she just got a show. She did. Why ain't nobody say, oh, bitch? But then I think about it. That ain't their business. Mm-hmm. You know, they got into this not because I'm going to get here to help this person out. They got into it to help their own asses out. And I'm going to fight for my dream and my life just like they did theirs. So when I get it, I can appreciate it. So I work hard for everything I have ever done since I was 15. And I worked hard and I appreciate from the socks to the drawers on my feet from Target.
Where they come from, Dora? Where they come from?
Target.
Sister, wait a minute. I couldn't really hear you. Where did they come from?
Target. And to make it more better, from the kids department. But you know, I get what you're saying, but I think for people like yourself and people like me, I think some people look at us and say, oh, they're fine because we have so much going on, but they really don't know. Like, bitch, we don't mind getting help because we so driven on our own selves.
Right.
But, bitch, you could call her and say, girl, look.
And sometimes I feel, and then you know people know the relationship that you have, and because all the time people like, well, girl, if you so this is why they do this, why they don't do that. I'm like, I don't know, but when they do call me, I show up.
I'll be ready. And I be there. I do my job.
Sometimes I done been sitting home and Ru done had them folks call me like, where you at, Madison? What you doing? You finna be in LA tomorrow? Okay, I need you in LA tomorrow.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, girl. And I feel like I jump a lot for that, not just to be seen or clout chasing or whatever. I love her and respect her. I love Lee and I respect Lee. People say, why you ain't been on Star yet, Tiz, man? Do you know how many times they done sent me scripts from Star? I done read parts. I done been all that parts. But it's just, it's not for them to give me anything, and that may not be the place for me at that time.
At that time, exactly.
Mm-hmm. So I never hold it in a space in my heart or whatever. I do questions. I'm a human being.
Yes.
Right. So I do question stuff like that, like
what's
you know.
up?
But I don't hold it against it because I do know that yes, they might be the figure in the face, but it's a nigga over them.
Oh yeah. Oh hell, and that's the thing. It's plenty of people over Ru.
It's a nigga over them.
Oh yeah, and they, you know,
some niggas may say, "Oh, I don't like what she said about such and such." You know,
yeah.
I don't like this. I don't like that. No,
speak.
You don't say that.
Speak.
Oh, I know who that is. Oh no, she read hello. The other. We talked about this once before, and it's just like, you know. So I get it, and I understand it, and I respect it because even if, and this is why I've always trained myself to be like Madison. bitch, do your own thing. My mama is a big support system for me, and she always, because I confide in her at times, I communicate with her at times, like, mommy, sometimes she be like, boo, that ain't what God wants you to do.
Exactly.
God ain't call you to do that right there.
I learned that real young, and it took me a minute. Then I started thinking about it, and that had held me down for so long.
And then you also learned about being a part of that damn show. I see a lot of that stuff that they do over there, and I love World of Wonder, because now World of Wonder goes to bed. World of Wonder, every time I done been in a situation where World of Wonder, a network picked the show up every single time.
Yep.
And then something comes along, and the green light on, and then it's off the table. Then it comes right back every single time. You know how many television shows that I've been greenlit for? But it's not. It's everything is about timing, place, God.
Yep.
Favor.
Yep.
Girl, your mouth. It could have been something that I said or did that I had to be responsible for. I take responsibility for some of the wild, crazy stuff that I said, but that's a part of who I am.
Exactly. And see, that's me. A lot of things that I probably could have done, or
girl, because you listen. Let me tell you something. Bitch, you wore World of Wonder out.
I did wear them out for years.
And that one time I made that phone call with them, and I said I want Jasmine on my show. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna say something real nasty. We always talk about what RuPaul supposed to give us, or black girls supposed to do with black girls. Ain't no black bitch pick up the phone and say I want Jasmine on my show, bitch. I did. And when we get in those positions at time to do that, we don't.
Yep, that is so true. You are so right.
We don't do it.
And that's why I was like, bitch, you would be the first person and the only person that would get me up out of this. And I said, okay, I would do it with them.
And boom.
Because
I saw you had that show. You was on Allstars, and I sat over there on this sofa in my spirit, and I said, "Thank you, God, for me being a part of that. My sister elevating where she needed to go. I didn't never have to come on the Christmas special to drag the All-Stars. I was happy because I knew the relationship that you had with Wow. And they was over there like, I really wish she won't answer our phone calls no more, Madison. I said, bitch, I said, hold on, I'm finna call motherfucking sister, come do my show, girl.
And I was there.
And it was opportunity.
Yeah, because after that, I already knew they'd been wanting me because they've been calling me and asking me, not just whatever. But after I did that with you, and we had our talk, I was like, okay, if they call me, I'll think about it. But I didn't have a chance to really have them call me, because as soon as I was there, they already have poured me with everything. Oh, we're so happy you working with us, and Madison's so happy. Like, we can't believe you doing her show. Yada, yada, yada. She said she had you. We can't believe you're here for her. Oh, my God, that's my sis. Then they're like, what else? Can we work with you some more? We would love to. I'm like, we check. We going after the bag. Let's go.
Right. I love you. Jasmine, I love you. And I thank you so much for doing the show. And I thank you for coming here doing my show with me.
Yes, you feed me, girl.
Yes, of course I feed you. We about to run down here and do this little 30-minute after show, honey. And, tell the people where they can follow you at and all this stuff that don't. You the meme queen, bitch.
I know. And if people don't even know, like, who I am, because there's a lot of videos with just my face or whatever. But you can find me on Instagram at Miss Jasmine Masters, Facebook Jasmine Masters, and some Twitter account Jasmine J Masters. You don't fuck with Twitter.
You don't be on it.
I don't be on it.
And your meme goes all over Twitter. You go on Twitter. That big meme everywhere.
I don't follow nobody on Twitter. I just have my account, and I don't follow. I don't even follow Patti LaBelle on there.
We'll talk about Patti LaBelle on right.
Yeah, but I really, I follow to see concerts and pictures and stuff, but I don't follow nobody.
That's that.
Yeah.
Right. But we going to talk more about, not in this, because I just want to do this on the podcast. We're going to go down there and let the fans tell you how much they love you tonight. This and the other. We're going to take calls, a couple of calls, and then we're going to let you go.
Put my wig back on.
You'll put your wig back on.
And eat this last meat dog.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the podcast. We love you. We love you so much. Follow us every week, honey. Next week, we'll be back. And listen, we're going to be in New York City, April 21st and 22nd. Memphis, Tennessee, April 28th and 29th. And Mother's Day weekend, we're going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina. Get your tickets. Bitch, get your tickets today. Roll that promo, Craig. Oh! And the Dominican Republican, baby. Y'all know I be forgetting about the Dominican. Listen, we got about 200 of y'all going over there was to cross that water out there to the Dominican Republic, child. We going out there and get us some good pullbacks, girl. Run that promotion, Craig. Love you.
Charlotte, North Carolina, baby. It took a while, but guess what? We on the way, girl. That's right, honey. The Dream Girls are coming to your city Mother's Day weekend. That's May 12th and May 13th. Girl, I'm gonna need you to stop what you're doing right now and run over to www.eventbrite.com and get your tickets, because Mother's Day weekend ain't gonna be the same. The Dream Girls are bringing the secret to your city. Me, Funky Dondiva Ross, and Miss Sophia are coming down there to give all the mothers a good Mother's Day. So get your tickets, darling. www.eventbrite.com for the 2-day extravaganza. Now listen, don't beat me there, bitch. Beat me there.